What's good, everybody? It's your boy Lice on a case, and we gonna be diving into the lore of Blader's Rebirth today. And that is right, I said the lore. Turns out there's actually a lot of lore in this game. Now, I know a lot of people understand that there's Easter eggs and little tidbits here and there, from Tillium's Graveyard to I Hate Tolkien all the way to Tui Station. But that's not what we're talking about today. I'm telling you there is a complete storyline to be found here, and I think I figured out most of this storyline. I really hope you guys stick with me. Anybody who has been playing Bladers, it will all make sense once I actually go over this storyline. But it is one of the craziest things I found out. And it all came from one of my friends asking me, why do the 999s in the Blader Park fight so hard?
Bitch, please do not ask me what I do. Keep it big 40, but I still might slide. Smoking big 30, niggas big 40 on the block. Keep on talk that shit, he might not talk no more. That boy scared of these streets, he don't walk no more. Must be scared of his sleep, when we talk to hoes. Must be scared of this beef, what you talking for? Back on my side, if we catch bro like he gon' die. And my niggas been packing it on ride.
So before I get into what I believe to be the storyline, I feel I have to tell you guys, for those who don't know what Blader's Rebirth is, what it is. It's a free-to-play game on Roblox, and really you create blades and you run around the city. There's a bunch of NPCs, there's a bunch of boss fights, and you can also PvP. But the main objective is just to make your blade. But it turns out that there's a lot more behind the scenes going on, and I think it had to be intentional. Way too many coincidences. We're talking plagiarized scientific equipment, a shady black market salesman who I'm pretty sure is banished from his hometown. We got these minefields that are protected by the government, and then a shady scientific group that are posing to be bladers to harness the power of the crystals. Now, to explain crystals in a simple manner, it's something that just spawns around the map randomly, and you can pick up, and they help your blade become legendary, and some of them have nature properties. One has lightning, and one has nature. It just says nature, but it actually helps with your stamina and your health. Now, we're never given any in or out of the game explanation for what these crystals are or how they came to be, but I do think there's a lot of context clues on where they're from and what they come from and why they actually matter in this story. And I'm going to explain that first. Now, don't call me crazy, but I believe these crystals are actually alien technology that has fallen down from a ship or been transported through a wormhole somehow, and now people are making synthetic crystals, and that's the ones you originally put on your blade. I will provide evidence for this theory right now. Now, these are called alien rock. Now, they spawned into Delany City with a couple updates ago, but Delany City also spawned in as a new city. That doesn't mean that the actual age of Delany City is new, but it does mean that it came to the game a little bit newer. But if you look at the bottom of these rocks, you can see that this was not always in the city. It clearly was either spawned here or dropped from somewhere, and it does look like those asteroids dropped from the sky. So I do have a feeling that they fell off the ship or off of a planet and landed here. Now, keep in mind, just because I said they fell doesn't mean I believe they are unintentionally fallen. I believe that they fell there intentionally or were sent here because whatever that storm that naturally occurs in Delany City, I think that makes the perfect temperature for these natural rocks to keep the element that they have to, make blades stronger. I believe that they are purposefully here and that this city has actually had them here for a very long time, long before Odyssey City was even a thing. Now, I know right now it may seem like I'm making a lot of assumptions, but the reason is there is a machine in Odyssey City that is made to emulate the exact same storm in Delany City. And at the bottom of said machine, there are regular ice crystals that look very similar to the original crystal you get that is much weaker than any nature crystal you can have, any lightning crystal. Anything with a natural property is a lot stronger than that ice crystal or that original crystal that has no property. But the reason it's not real ice, I would say, is because it comes from a synthetic machine. Now, if you're wondering what any of this has to do with an actual storyline, the reality is I believe this is the entirety of why there is any kind of conflict or story at all. I think this entire story is people trying to harness the power of those said crystals that happen to be in Delany Town. Now, first up, we're going to talk about the black market salesman because he has caused me the absolute most problems. And I don't have him fully figured out, but I am aware of certain things. Now, he comes with items that can only be from Delany Town. He also comes with crystals and all kinds of things. He can really get anything. But he has a really funny voice line there that says, you can't just find these anywhere. And obviously, that's something very small to go off of. And if that was the only piece of evidence I had, I definitely wouldn't be assuming he is from Delany Town. But the reason I'm feeling he's from Delany Town is because because he pops up in random spawn locations all over the map. He can be absolutely anywhere on the map except for Delancey Town. For some reason, he cannot appear there. He even appears right next to it. He appears right next to the portal where you go to Delancey Town, but he can never appear in Delancey Town. Now, I know some of y'all are wondering, why would that even matter? What is the point of you telling us this, and why does it matter if he's selling things from Delany Town? Now, the reason I believe it matters isn't because I think Delany Town has some kind of monopoly on everything. I think it's because there is a secret scientist group trying to harness the power for very evil reasons, and he knows it. I think that the black market salesman is a true blader, and he's just trying to sell blade stuff that is extremely good and hard to find to bladers. So he stays away from the scientist area, and he stays away from Delany Town. For some reason, he just doesn't go to those two places. Yeah, I'm calling it the scientist park, bro. I know some of y'all like, wait, there's no way you have proof to, these are fake bladers, you guys. They're not real bladers. They are all scientists. Well, I have proof for 3 of them being scientists, but they all wear the same fits, and they all kind of move a particular way, and they even got a mole in the real blader group that I'm going to explain right now and provide evidence for. So stay tuned, man. All right, so first thing first, I want us to take a look at the outfit. They don't look like bladers at all. They're all matching, wearing the same outfit, and it is not a blader outfit. They finna go pull up to an interview. But if you look at something very closely, these niggas all got hazard pants on, bruh. So I was sitting there like, that don't prove it. That don't prove it. But then I realized, I was like, how did I let this slip, bruh? They are growing synthetic crystal all around us, bro. They call it portable crystal. It's been in our face all along. And I know it seems like, well, how would they just randomly grow it? Don't they need some kind of sample or something? That's what the 3999s are back there for. That's why they have level 999s back there, so they can get through the portal. This is how this whole theory came about. My homie was like, yo, why do they fight so hard at that little park over there, those 999s, but the thousands in the restricted area do not fight like that? And I was like, bro, I don't know. They fight over there. It's because they have Delancey parts. It's because they actually are fighting over here, and they're going to Delancey and getting samples to create synthetic crystal. But I got one more little piece of evidence. Now, some of you may know underground the construction area, there's molten rock, and then there's this dark stone. And in this area, there's a bunch of goth people, and they're like all around, and kind of fits the dark theme. And then you go to the left, and the only 900 in this area is wearing the same outfit as the scientist upstairs. Nah, fix your face, nigga. I caught your motherfucking ass. He's wearing the same exact outfit, and this isn't some kind of one-off. Whenever you load into the game and you go down there, they will have that outfit on. It's the only 900 level down there. So what does this actually prove? Well, it proves that they will go to a different area or region to harness certain different types of energies or resources. So the next update that's coming is called Volcano Island. And I'm sure you guys can assume where I'm going with this. I think the next crystal is going to be red, demonstrating that those alien rocks are the true natural source of these crystals that have been enhancing people's blades. Now that we've talked about the Scientist Park in Odyssey City and how they're actually a group of scientists who are posing as bladers, I want to talk about the importance of Delany City or Delany Town. I think that Delany Town is the original town where either blading was invented or these crystals were first seen. And I think the proof is in the pudding, because around Delancey, there's a bunch of signs that show new Odyssey Tower and new arena, battle arena. But in every other aspect of the map, they never mention Delany City. And the only way you can get here is through a portal. Now, there is zero reason to have a sign up about these new places if it wasn't here prior. We already knew about those places because this Delany City was the newest place in the update. Like, everything else was already here. So they're not telling us, they're telling the people of Delancey, because the people of Delancey have been there. So there's a new city here. There's a new battle arena over here for bladers. All of it is new to the people of Delancey, where the natural crystal actually is coming from. Alright, so now that I've said all that I could say, I'm going to do a complete timeline. I believe alien rock landed in Delany City first, and it had the properties to increase somebody's Beyblade skills astronomically. The black market salesman caught wind of what the actual crystals can do, and he took it to Odyssey City to help out other bladers and to make a quick buck, but unintentionally leading it to the wrong people, and I believe he was banished from Delany City. A group of scientists found out about the alien rock's abilities and tried to recreate it by emulating the same storm that was in Delany, but only managed to make a synthetic crystal that we believe to be the first crystal. Having failed in creating their own nature crystals, they sent in scientists who were disguised as bladers to the 999 area to collect the source material, here creating the portable crystal. And since all efforts were unsuccessful, they sent out secret agents to try and find a way to make the last property that no one's been able to find out how to actually harness, the red alien rock, and they want to find a way to do it. And I think that's going to happen in this next update. Now, I want to be very clear. I have not spoken to any devs or anything like that. This is just me making a guess on what I've seen so far. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch. It is greatly appreciated. Not all my videos are like this. Honestly, not any of my videos are like this. I just thought I'd have a go at it. And I was having a lot of fun with it while I was, thinking about what's going on. Comment down below. I love interacting with y'all. What y'all thought I could have did better. What y'all thought I could have, could do next time. And I will be keeping y'all updated with the update. I do believe the next one's going to be a red crystal. And I think it's coming from the alien rock. And I'm almost positive that I got it on point. But yeah, I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace out.
With the top down and we be shooting Glock rounds. Play me, you get stopped out. These niggas tryna cop out. Money, I'm always on it. These bitches is always calling. They talking, I'm never bothered.